Let's be real. Nobody reads an Ikea manual until something goes wrong. You start out confident. You've got the pieces, the tools, and a vague idea of what the final product should look like. You dump everything out on the floor, skim the first page, and think, I got this. Then 2 hours later, you're staring at a half-built drawer chest that's wonky, missing screws, and looking strange. Now you reach for the manual. Sound familiar? That's how most of us treat the Bible. We assume we can figure out life on our own. We skim a few verses here and there, pick out the parts that make sense, and hope for the best. But then, when everything falls apart, when relationships crumble, anxiety takes over, or faith feels like a tangled mess, we finally reach for the instructions. The problem? We were never meant to build our lives without the manual. So what if I told you the Bible is basically God's version of an IKEA instruction book? Complicated, frustrating at times, but absolutely essential for building something that lasts? Let's talk about it. Have you ever looked at an IKEA manual and thought, this makes no sense? No words, just pictures and confusing diagrams. Reading the Bible can feel the same way. Some parts are crystal clear, others, not so much. Genesis, the creation story, cool. Psalms, beautiful poetry, love it. Leviticus, wait, why are we talking about not wearing mixed fabrics? Revelation, dragons? Just like an IKEA manual, the Bible requires patience, context, and sometimes a second or third read-through. The good news? Everything in it is there for a reason, even the parts that seem confusing. The key is learning how to read it properly. How many times have you ignored an instruction in an IKEA manual because you thought you knew better? You start assembling the furniture, skipping a step here, tightening a screw too early, and then, boom, nothing lines up. It's the same with the Bible. Love your enemies. Yeah, but have you met my boss? Forgive 70 times 7. Jesus, let's be realistic. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Okay, but I also like having a backup plan. We pick and choose what we follow, then wonder why our lives feel off balance. The truth? You can't just read the Bible. You have to apply it. The Bible makes it clear, faith was never meant to be a solo project. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Proverbs 27:17. Two are better than one. Ecclesiastes 4:9. Do not give up meeting together. Hebrews 10:25. Yet so many of us try to figure out faith alone. We struggle in silence, convinced we have to fix ourselves before asking for help. You need people to help you hold your faith together. At some point, after hours of frustration, missing screws, and wanting to quit, you finally read the manual again and finish your IKEA furniture. And suddenly it all makes sense. The Bible is the same way. The commands that once seemed restrictive, they actually bring freedom. The lessons that felt impossible, they lead to transformation. The parts you didn't understand, they start to click when you see the full picture. God isn't asking you to follow instructions just for the sake of rules. He's helping you build something strong, lasting, and meaningful. IKEA gets it. They know people mess up, so they give you extra screws. God gets it too. He knows you're going to fail. That's why grace exists. Messed up your life? There's grace. Took a wrong turn? There's grace. Felt like giving up? There's grace. God isn't expecting perfection. He's expecting you to keep building. And when you don't know what to do next, go back to the manual. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share with a friend, and subscribe to Faith Simplified. See you in my next one.